Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Elizabeth, and I want to talk to you today about high yield savings accounts. So, high yield savings accounts, they're super important because they yield a higher return for your savings. So, I always save my money since I was 12, and I would save every check that I'd get for my birthday and any money that I got when I was working, and I would put it away. Eventually, from my piggy bank, it would go into my bank account, which is great. I was so proud of myself for saving, and it's important to pay yourself first and to save, but I left so much money off the table because of inflation and because I didn't invest it. I didn't make my money work. It was just sitting there. So for years and years, literally almost 2 decades, just sat there. And it makes me cringe and want to cry thinking about it, but that's okay. It is what it is. And I want to help you to not make that same mistake. So on this channel, I'll talk about investing, and you can invest in index funds or different things to actually gain a higher return. But if you want to keep some of your money in cash and you want to have it as liquid, then you can invest in a high yield savings account. And instead of making 0.0001% or 0.01%, whatever, from your regular bank, you can make up to 5% back on the money that you have sitting in your bank. So this is great for an emergency savings fund. We typically do that for our emergency savings, our family emergency savings. So we have about a year of living expenses in here. So it doesn't take very long to withdraw the money if we need to. We have the ability to withdraw it right away, so that's a bonus. But all we had to do was sign up for a high yield savings account and plop the money there. That's it. So find a high yield savings account that you can use. We use Lending Club currently, and it's been excellent. I haven't had any issues. Customer service has been great, and it has about a 5% annual year returns. So I'm going to share right now a few places that you can invest in and do the research yourself on for high yield savings accounts. I highly recommend that you do this. All right, so there is up to a 5.5% APY on high yield savings account. First, we have Betterment. The rating is about 4.25 stars, which is pretty good. The perks, you can earn 5.5% annual percentage yield, which is the APY. You have to put at least $10 in, and it's FDIC insured. There's no monthly fees, and you get a yield of 5.5%. So that's amazing. So the perks, you get a really high interest rate, 5%. That's less than half of what the S&P 500 will return. So that's amazing. No fees. You want to make sure that you don't have these fees. And then also that it's FDIC insured. So if something were to happen, you would get that money back. And then it's not a huge deposit. So most people probably have $10, especially if you're actually going to use this account. And so you can pop that in and then use it. Of course, you can also invest in other investments or in brokerage accounts, but this is a great way to have your money be a little more liquid and be in cash, but also have it invested. I felt kind of weird about having my money invested if we needed it, having my emergency fund invested. But I also didn't like the fact that it was going to sit in a bank account and not grow. So this is kind of a happy medium, and Betterment is a great choice. All right, if you want to find more bank accounts that use high yield savings accounts, definitely feel free to Google it. You can simply do a Google search and ask about what are the top high yield savings accounts. And you want to look for the criteria that we just looked at with Betterment. Are they a high yield return? Yes, Betterment was 5.5%. Do they have fees? No, then you're good. And what's the minimum deposit that you have to do? And then what are any stipulations that they have? So can you pull out the deposits? Do you get charged fees over time, etc.? You definitely want to check out the fine print, but overall, it's a great idea and option. So why is a high yield savings account so awesome? I've kind of talked about it already, but the interest rates on high yield savings accounts can be 10 to 12 times higher than traditional saving account returns. One thing to keep in mind and to note is that the highest returns typically come from online banks. So I don't have a problem with this because it's not like I'm putting all my money into there and I don't need it. I can just withdraw it online. You could typically do a direct deposit to your regular checking account, so it's not usually an issue. But that's why they can offer you higher percentages and rates. So definitely look into that. Definitely make sure that you compare different factors like initial deposit requirements, interest rates, minimum balance requirements, and fees. But overall, it's a great option and can help your family. So that is what a high yield savings account is. A super quick and short video, but I wanted to put this out there because it has been a game changer for my family and I. Like I said, we put our emergency savings in there, and you might not feel comfortable with that depending on the bank that you use and the online platform that you use. But typically, if it has a withdrawal rate where you can get your money that day or within 24 or 48 hours, I typically don't have a problem with that. And I think it's worth that slight risk to me to be able to get 5.5% or more on my money. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And if there's any other tips or things that you want to know more about, I'm happy to share that with you in another video. Bye guys. I hope you have a great day. Follow for more and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.